for the streets. Young and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu. But everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me dead 'cause they said that I'm killing it. Started out with drugs and hunting season. Now I got my metal up like a kid again. Wasn't trying to make it, then I went and made it. Then I made a song about and they played it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They run again on first down. Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Josh dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
What's that? Regular.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Get these 3 points.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Brown 80. What's that?
Allen will try to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll give to Cook on a read option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
3rd down and 9.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to throw. In the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run the counter with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Regular.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Jackson going to keep it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Allen going to run with it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cook up the gut. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Allen off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up.
They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Allen off the bootleg. The right side here caught by Kincaid. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Where's that? 319! Where's that?
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bills are lining up.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Where's that?
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score Bills 18, Ravens 10. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Running from the gun with Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my team.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Back to throw, Allen. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Ravens 10. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down. Here comes second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on their turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am. They just found.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He's to the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Eagles nothing.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 11-yard line.
On the option left, it's Hurts. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On play action, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down. Denver.
To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
This pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
At the 27-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down right around the 25. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. 2nd and 5. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now.
Eagles 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Nix to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here's Nix. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run for the first time. It's Tyler today. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. That is intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Barkley inside handoff. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here's 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Nick's looking to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
12 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
Here we go again.
No timeouts left. Of course, the defense knows that too. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Houston Texans. From Houston. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one too low.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down and 9.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he'll be brought down. The 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here.
play. Say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Joe Willie make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Please do baby like Q-tip, unleash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the vocal dance, my duty, my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all the check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all the check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all the check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoe?
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Vacates quickly left side. Looking deep to open it. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. George Pickens the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense. It's got to be explosive. They put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. LeJohntay Wester to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete, Derrick Henry. And This is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14.
First and 10 now from the 30.
And the Cowboys first down.
Another run for Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun is Prescott. Throw left is intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
He put everything he had into this one. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
That's caught by Williams. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 8-7 the score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. They go with Williams on a counter. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Screen here for Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.